Hello and welcome to another Bearded Geek toy review. In today's episode, we've got a mystery box containing a Star Wars Black Series figure all the way from Australia. I wonder what's in it. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel, and as I said in the introduction, we have a bit of a mystery box here. Now, I do know what's in the box, but I thought I'd not reveal it in the thumbnail or the title of the video, just to get you guys to watch it, little tinker that I am. So, this is all the way from Australia. It's from a website called Pop Culture, which you can see there, kind of like the logo there. And if you recall, last year I ordered some Indiana Jones figures from them because they had a deal on Hasbro merchandise, and it worked out for 3 Indiana Jones figures. They ended up costing me, with postage, less than about £17 each, which, when you know each figure's like £25, retail price was an absolute bargain. Now, with Pop Culture, they do a really good thing. So you sign up to their website and they give you points. You sign up to their YouTube channel, they give you points. You sign up to their Instagram, they give you points. You purchase things with them, they give you points. They give you points on your birthday. So I had all these kind of like points, and the more points you get, obviously, equates to money you can then have off orders. So I was just randomly having a look just over a week ago, seeing how many points I had and what I could use them on, and I saw a particular Star Wars Black Series figure, and I thought, do you know what? What's that gonna cost me? Costed it all up, put it in the basket, redeemed the points. Absolutely nothing. So this has cost me absolutely nothing because of the great point scheme that Pop Culture runs. Now, usually, obviously, I wouldn't order something from as far as Australia, but I'm actually quite surprised that, the postage is very, very reasonable, and their prices are reasonable too. And I must stress, this is not sponsored by them at all. We don't do that kind of thing here on the channel. I'm just randomly saying that if you want to have a look at their website, then head along, and they have some good stuff there, and they have a lot of stuff that is actually out of stock in like US and UK websites. So if you're after something that you might have missed out on, chances are they might have it. And if it's at a reasonable price with reasonable postage, you might be able to get yourself a good deal. And of course, they'll give you points, back. So here we go. This is what's in the box. Okay. It's very well packaged. I'm not sure if you can see it there. Let's just take that out there. Let's just take the invoice out because you don't want to see that. It's got my name and address on it. And let's pull this out. Very well packaged. I'll just put that there. Let's move all this for the recycling bin. And ta-da! Here we have the Carbonised Graphite Stormtrooper, which was released in 2020 for the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back. So let's have a closer look at it. So here we have it, and obviously because of the packaging, you can see kind of like me moving about behind the camera. Wonderful packaging, all kind of like shiny metallized silver. Obviously, it is hello. There I am. I can't really read that from there. Can you read that from there? Stormtroopers are elite shock troopers, fanatically loyal to the Empire and impossible to sway from the Imperial cause, if you can kind of like just see that. So this was, like I said, released 4 years ago. They had it on at a very reasonable price, and like I said, with the points that I had, it basically meant that this cost me absolutely nothing. So it's a standard, obviously, trooper. but then it's given that carbonized graphite kind of like paint scheme that gives it that kind of like shininess. And I just thought this is really cool because it's a Stormtrooper with like a silvery livery, so you can either like have it as a kind of like, you know, an extra elite Stormtrooper in your collection. And I do mean to get some more Stormtroopers, because obviously they've been re-released recently on the new body that was done for the Mandalorian, so it's a better mold, better sculpt. So this will be actually on the old Stormtrooper sculpt, but I'm not fussed about that because I'm just really glad that I've got this kind of like cool thing. And now I'm in two minds: do I keep this in the box or do I open it? Of course I'm going to open it. You know, I'm not an in-box collector for most things. So let's have a look at the figure. So before we look at the figure, it's got standard 2 accessories, which are the Stormtrooper standard gun, which is just done in a kind of like gunmetal grey plastic livery. There's no paint, extra paintwork on there at all. So that's your Stormtrooper standard kind of like Stormtrooper gun, blaster as it were. And then you've got the Stormtrooper rifle as well, which some of them carry again in that gunmetal kind of like grey plastic that they've got with lovely detail on it. So you've got two options there of what you want your trooper to hold. You can hold one with one arm and obviously one with the other. And you've also got a holster here where you can put the blaster if you want him to be with the rifle, so you can slot that in there. So here he is, and obviously we're filming this in natural light, so you can get a nice proper sheen on there. This is, like I said, the Stormtrooper carbonized for Empire Strikes Back. I just thought it gives it a nice proper variant. Obviously you got, you know, pinned joints, which obviously the new ones don't have. They're completely pinless. And it has all the standard usual articulation that you normally get with all these kind of figures. Obviously you can move that round. Actually not much movement in. Oh yeah, there you go. You can move the helmet round. You just needed to move it up slightly. Otherwise you can have it down, or if you move the ball joint there, then you can move the helmet around properly. Well, yeah, you could have it as a like kind of exclusive kind of like trooper to Darth Vader or something in your like kind of like, you know, display. I just think he looks really cool. I'll compare him to your standard Stormtrooper, which I do have one. I do have a Black Series Stormtrooper, which is based obviously the old mold. I don't have the newer versions. I'll give you a comparison of him in a second, but yeah, he just looks really cool. I just love that kind of like silver sheen livery to him, that kind of like carbonized paint work. I just think that looks really good. So let's get him compared to a standard Stormtrooper based on the old mold. And here we have a comparison of one of the other standard Stormtroopers that I've got. Now this one is the battle damage one, which was a Black Series, I think one of the very first deluxe Black Series releases. So this is the only other Stormtrooper, surprisingly, that I have. I do have two Sandtroopers, but for standard Stormtroopers, this is the only other one I have based on those original molds that they did. And yeah, he looks really cool. Obviously he's got some blast damage to him. I have him in that kind of like display with Vader in the Tantive 4 from the Black Series Centerpiece collection. So there he is as a comparison. Exactly the same figure, obviously just a completely different paint job. So you've got him there. I've got the carbonized one holding the rifle, and then just as another comparison here we've got another carbonized figure. This one is the Sith Trooper from the very much maligned, quite deservedly so, film The Rise of Skywalker. Not the biggest fan of the sequel trilogy, but this figure looked absolutely amazing and cool. And I got it, yeah, one Christmas. I think on Christmas of the release of the film, actually. Because it was one of the actual few figures that they actually released for the movie. They didn't release a lot for Rise of Skywalker. I think because Hasbro were burnt so much by the amount of figures that they did for Force Awakens and The Last Jedi that ended up still on the pegs and on the shelves and having to be discounted at stupidly reduced prices. So there you go. That's actually a better carbonized look. It's got a bit more glossy, a bit more metallic than this one, but that you can still obviously tell with the sheen to him. So there's a comparison of the two figures there. Yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining. This figure absolutely cost me nothing. Like I said, shipped over from Australia from the site Pop Culture. Yeah, you know, for absolutely nothing, to redeem and cash in my points. I have another Stormtrooper for my collection, so that's a nice, cool addition to my Black Series collection. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, then please leave us a like. It really does help out the channel. And also, don't forget to hit that notification bell, or hit that subscribe button if you've not yet subscribed to the channel. Loads of cool new videos to come, but in the meantime, stay safe, take care, and we'll see you very, very soon on Bearded Geek Toy Reviews. See you now.